Human-faced dog. After school, I went straight to cram school, and by the time I got there, it was already dark outside. And there, right in front of me, a single dog rushed past. At first, I didn't think much of it, but then I realized something about the dog was strange. I mean, you almost never saw dogs around here without a collar on, and they were always walking with a person. It was like the person was dragging the dog along, or the dog was dragging the person. Like when I saw a dog wearing a ribbon and the person with it was cleaning up its mess, well, like, who was the real owner there? So, seeing a dog all alone was not really something you saw much. So, are you a stray? Or did you run off because you don't like being on a leash? As I thought those things, I followed the dog. "What time is it?" Suddenly, I heard a voice. It was a strange voice, like it was dark and cracked. Surprised, I looked around. I was all alone. "I said, what time is it?" I don't know. Around 5:30, probably." With a snort, the dog walked off. Eh? Was it the dog that spoke just now? No way. It was a light brown dog that looked somewhat like a Shiba. Its tail was curled, so it had to be. But there was no way a dog could talk. As soon as I thought that, the dog suddenly turned around. "Yeah!" I screamed. I mean, the dog had a human face. It was creepy, like an old man's. It was covered in fur, but it was clearly a human face. As I trembled, the face grinned at me. "Would you shut up with all those thoughts?" he said in a low voice, and then ran off. I was so scared that I couldn't move. And once the dog was completely out of sight, finally, I started walking home. When I got back, my older brother was there. He attended T University, so he was always at the school dorms. "Hey, what's wrong? Why is your face so pale?" Shaking, I finally went inside and gulped down some water. "What's wrong? You're so pale." My mother said the same thing. I saw a dog with a human face." My mother burst out laughing. "What on earth are you talking about? There's no way." Someone suddenly grabbed me. My brother pulled me into the living room with a scary look on his face and made me sit down. "What type of dog was it? Tell me." I told him exactly what happened, and he stood up and then sat back down again. "It's him." "Huh? What do you mean? Do you know that dog?" "Yeah." He leaned in close to me. "This happened about a month ago. Our university campus is pretty big, so there are some places that are not very well lit. One evening, someone was walking past one of those areas to get to the bus, and a single dog ran by. It was light brown." "Huh? So, that dog..." As he went to walk past the dog, suddenly it turned around and asked him the time. Surprised, he looked at the dog and it grinned at him. It was a human-faced dog. A dog with a human face. Human-faced dog? This is just a rumor, so I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently they were doing research into genetically modifying things at a lab at our school. And, as a result of experimenting on dogs, a dog with a human face was born. It was raised in secret, but then one day it escaped. "Huh? So that dog was the same one I saw? Maybe. Either way, they say that deep in that research lab, they're secretly raising a baby that has the face of a dog too. Of course, that's just a rumor. A rumor. But there was definitely a dog there. Yeah. Do you believe this story is true? If you ever see a human-faced dog, please let me know. Apparently, they're looking for one at my brother's university.